What's up? What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be doing our nightmares or sleep paralysis story time. We're gonna be doing nightmares, and some are gonna be normal story time.
Okay, I'll go first.
Let's get right into it.
Okay, I'll go first. So, I was 8 years old. I just found out about the boiled one. You know that boiled one? The scary thingy. Yeah, it's one of the monsters. Now I call him cute. Ow, 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 ow! My foot! My foot! Okay. Uh, so, so that night I slept. Okay. So when I was sleeping, I woke up. I could not move. Guess who I saw in front? Guess who I saw in front of me? The boiled one. I was shivering down my pants. Like, I made like 2 billion sweat puddles. Okay. Then realization hit me. Boiled one isn't real. This must be a dream or sleep paralysis. I knew about sleep paralysis at that time. So, I was just unfazed. I did not care. I tried to sleep back again, but I couldn't close my eyes, so I got annoyed. I was so annoyed to the point I could move. And the boiled one was still there. So I stood up and said, I'm gonna kill you. And he started running. He ran all over the house to my sister's room. I tried to punch him. He teleported behind me. Started running to my dad's room. I tried to punch. Guess what? He disappeared. And my dad was just looking at me like a shocked face, you know. So that's, yeah, I was sleep fighting. I was technically sleep fighting. Okay, so that's my story. Now it's Didi's turn.
So my story is when I was 3 years old, and I loved Star Wars. Like Star Wars was my hobby. It was my thing. And like at that time I watched like all of the movies, so I was into Lego Star Wars. And in one of my dreams I was in my house, and a huge Lego Darth Vader and a huge Lego scary woman were chasing me. And then we ran all over the house. I was shivering so hard, like my soul went out of my body.
Build back in like your Kratos.
Yeah. And then in the end, I went under my bed, and then I woke up. Turns out I was actually running in real life and I was hallucinating. I actually woke up under my bed. And as a 3 year old, I was really scared. I'm a 3 year old. And that's it for my story. Back to Kooky.
Okay, this is not a scary story. This is a normal story. Okay.
When I was 3, I was 3. 3 year olds are scared.
Yeah, I'm talking about my story. This is not a scary story. This is a normal story. Okay. When I was 6 or 7, I don't remember. Okay. I really wanted a gaming console. Like, I really wanted. Okay. So when I was sleeping, somehow, by the way, this isn't a dream. I woke up with a TV in my room, a TV and a PS4. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love it. I asked my brother how to turn it on and how to play the games. He taught me how. Okay, so the game that I was grinding on was FC 17. Yeah, yeah, FIFA 17. I was grinding on that game. And then I got to the point where it got boring a little. So I switched to Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Like that old game. And I used to kill zombies so much. I loved it so much. Okay, that I literally didn't go to lunch, I didn't eat. So my dad decided to take away from me. I cried for 2 days straight. Okay? As a 7-year-old, you want payback, right? I stole the PlayStation and was praying. And there was like and there was like a abandoned TV in our basement, so I was playing there, and my dad couldn't find me. So when I went to eat, he was like, "Where are you? Where were you?" I was like, "I'm in my room," and he was like, "I lied. I was not in my room. I was in the basement." So he was like, "I checked there. You weren't there." And then I told him, "Fine. I was in the basement playing the PlayStation." He said, "I thought I took the PlayStation from you." And then I said, "No, I stole it back." And then he grounded me like for like a week.
But how can a dream be a week?
It's not a dream.
It's real?
Yeah, it's real.
So you woke up with a TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the end of my story. Back to Didi.
So, when I was young, like 5 years old, yeah, it's like scary. I was like, I was like into and very scared of Jeff the Killer and Momo, especially those two, and clowns, Ronald McDonald, and me and I had some friends, my brother and one girl and two boys. They were my friends. Shout out to them. Yeah, we we were always into it and we were playing. And in one of my friend's house there was a dark room. And we always thought Jeff the Killer and Momo were there. And the thing is, we were dumb. So we would always watch videos like the news, fake news about Momo and Jeff the Killer. And it came to the point where we were so scared that we all hallucinated the same thing. Where they were chasing us. We cried, we hugged crazy. Until one of the nannies came and they were like, "What happened?" And then it was like a royal rumble on her. We were hugging her so tight, she probably couldn't breathe. And then we were like, okay, we're never watching that again. But we kept watching it.
Why are you so dumb?
I don't know. So, and like each house that we went to had like a basement or somewhere that was scary. And at that time, we would play FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's, in my old house, but we didn't know how to play it. So the thing is, we would just press the button to enter, and we would hide and wait for a jump scare. And if you didn't hide in time, you get jump scared and you cry from how scared you are. I know, like you run around the basement and hide, like behind the nanny or shay. And I couldn't sleep every day. It came to the point where I had to sleep with my nanny and brother. And it also came to the point where my mom had to have a bed inside of her room. And that's how monsters, like creatures, fake creatures and the internet impacted my life. Back to Kooki.
Okay, so uh, that second story that I made about the PlayStation. My dad brought me to like the European dollar store, you know? Yeah, yeah, okay. Like the European dollar store. So it wasn't even a dollar store, it was like a yellow and bluish thingy. like a yellowish and bluish thing, like the logo. I forgot what it's called. Okay, and so I really wanted a console. At this time, I was like, I think 7, and it was like they didn't put dollar store, right? There's clothes, stuff. They usually never have electronics, but I saw it. The best slash maybe worst thing of my life. A 12, the best worst? A $13 gaming console. Okay, so I begged my mom to get it. So I was like, mommy, please. And call your mom mommy? Call her mama. Okay, I was like, what Arab calls their mom mama or yumma. I was like, yumma, please, mama. I was like, and she was like, are you really gonna play with it? I was like, yes, I'll play with it every day, like in the night, morning, in school. $13? Yeah, it's 13. So how much KD? Like, I think like 3. So why would your mom ask? Like 3 KD? Take it. She was like, are you really gonna play with it? I was like, yes, every day. Like, in the morning, in the night, in the afternoon, in school. That's something that you should never say, because then they're never gonna get to it. And she was like, fine. Then she bought it. I was going home with the box on my lap. Okay? So when I arrived home, directly opened it, I charged it, okay? And I started playing with it. I played with it for like, like I think 2 hours, and then the screen turned white. And I was like, Mama, it broke. And she was like, what a waste of 3 KD. Yeah, no wonder. It's 3 KD. You think 3 KD could get you a good console? At least it had Street Fighter on it. What? Probably the fake Street Fighter. It had potato graphics though. And I just lived without a console ever since. I have a console now, like PC. I have a Xbox, a PC, a PlayStation. Yeah. Okay, and stuff, yeah.
Back to didi. So now I would like you to choose what topic it's about, because I have every topic. Funny? But the funny ones are like, to see it, yes, but like to say it, no. Pick a different topic. Oh, I have one funny one. So I was at my like friend. He's my third cousin, and he's one of my best friends. His name is Thamir al-Sabah. And I went to his house, and he has a garage where there's like a garage door, and then it goes down, and it's really steep. And then his baby brother had a toy airplane. It's like a Power Wheels, and his dad had like an old speed, like it was made for air speed, for like cans, like helium or something. We attached it to it, and we pushed me down. I was wearing a helmet, and his cook was supposed to catch me in the end. I started gliding. The cook caught me, but he fell, and then I crashed into the wall. But I was actually flying. I was like, no, pow! Yeah, I was gliding. I was like, up in the air. He caught me. As soon as his legs, he caught me, and I was still pulling up. So as soon as his legs went off the ground, he let go and he fell. And then I went into the wall. And the whole front propeller, a fake propeller, was damaged. But he had an old motor, and like we made our own wings and a steering system. I was, and
Wait, how old were you at this time?
I was 8. No, 8 or 9. And the thing is, we forgot to make a rudder. So it would only go sideways. So I went sideways. I thought it would turn because it goes down and then it turn. But I crashed sideways into the wall because there was no rudder. I was wearing a helmet. I was like, "Pop." It was
Any bones?
no,
What happened? Did you break
no. My shin was full of blood.
Okay.
Back to Kooky. Choose what topic. Choose what topic. Um, something that scarred your life.
That's
Like something that scarred you forever.
like the time I almost died.
Yeah. Yeah, let's say time you almost died.
Okay, so I was like 3 at this time, okay? And there was like a huge water slide. So I went in it. By the way, at this time I was in Turkey, the country, okay?
Where in Turkey? Bodrum?
No, in Istanbul. Okay? So I went on it, and then they somehow let me in, even though I was 3 and the age restriction was 13, and you needed to be, I know why, you needed to be 40 kilograms, okay? And that makes sense, okay? Because when that happened, I started flying. It went like wavy like this, okay?
Also, you hit your head. Bong, 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 bong.
La, like when it, the drop came,
But did you stop? Because if you're too lightweight, you wouldn't have enough speed. Like you would crash maybe 3 times and you would stop.
no, other people were with us, and I was flying like this. I was literally doing an air handstand.
Oh.
So I almost flew off the freaking, what's the name again? Water slide, okay?
Yeah. The like donut thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so scared. My dad was laughing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was like, help! Help me! Help! And I started crying, and I never went to that water slide ever again. Back to Didi's turn.
So I was at the park IMG, I think it's called. It's in Dubai, and we were on the biggest, fastest ride called the Velociraptor. Oh, like what? One of the guys, حمار, يعني غبي, like he buckled in my brother, and I told him, please buckle me. He looked at me. Chan, he ignored me. He walked buckled everyone except me. Chan, he gave the thumbs up to the operator. I almost died. زفيت زفة. I was like, it is fake. Buckle me now. I almost died because that roller coaster has a lot of loop-de-loops and bumps, like boom boom, and it has twists and bumps, and it's all sand. So if I fall off, I'm gonna land in hard sand. It's not like the deep sand, it's hard.
Or like the ones in the desert.
Yeah, the one where you can stomp. It's like clay. But yeah.
Like dried clay.
Yeah. And like I can't believe it. He literally looked at me with like a normal face, like a sarcastic face, like and then he walked away.
So what
He
happened?
literally buckled my brother right next to me. And then he looked at me, he heard me, he ignored me, and he buckled everyone else.
Okay, what happened in the ride? Okay, sorry, the headset closed, so you maybe you heard Didi's son. I don't know, but thanks for watching our story time. This is our first story time we ever made. So
Inshallah, we're gonna make some more.
yeah, we're gonna make some more videos for you. We always want to entertain you, and we love you.
And
Bye.
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's the most important thing. Bye.